Hey guys, so here we are, still on the dev server. We are gonna look at the A-7D Corsair for a little bit. I'm interested how it will fly with these gun pods. And when I equip these 30mm gun pods, I get dis reductions on the stat card. This is very limited when it comes to reductions. Now, if we put up the 20mm with the same missiles, look what happens to the stat card. Now this is way worse. It's a reduction of almost half of the climb rate. If this is correct, then it is not viable to take the 20mm gun pod if you want to use this as an attacker. Or sorry, as a fighter. Of course, as an attacker we can take all kinds of other stuff. There's plenty of interesting stuff to do as a ground attacker with this thing. Just not a combination with the gun pods and some of the ordnance, but we do have the combination of the missiles and the gun pods. So we're going to fly her out a little bit and see how she feels with the 30mm. That's what I wanted to do. And I am not sure if this is correct because we have 706 ammo for these two 30mm or 2400 ammo for the 20mm. Now that's a big difference in ammo load, but that's usually the case between 20s and 30mm. You still run with the 120 flares like this, but I want to see how she rolls, how she performs a little bit in game with this stuff. Of course, there's plenty of ground attack options. You have the 120 flares, you have the AIM-9J sidewinder missiles, you have the regular cannon 20mm with 1000 rounds, and now you have these 30s. Yeah, so 353 rounds per gun. Roger that. Mass 153 kilograms. Let's just quickly equip this other thing still. These 20s and see if what kind of weight they have. 650 kilograms. Wow. That's a lot of difference there. That is where the difference comes from. And that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight indeed. I don't know if that makes it unviable, but it takes off a lot of climb rate on the plane. Let's take this stuff and see what we can do. Still a lot of rounds. What is that massive change of? You would assume that. Well, anyway, there's a shit ton of ammo on that 20mm. Maybe it is just that. We'll take her into test flight and we'll see what she can do, guys. See you in a sec. Alright guys, here we are. Now let's see what she can do in the acceleration department. We don't seem to have an afterburner. Not working. Okay, so for now no afterburner. That is interesting. Oh, here we go for my port planes. The acceleration is not great either. As you can see, she really stops to accelerate in any acceptable level. Even with this load that supposedly is not giving most of the drag. If you're coming with all those bombs and rocket options, you're gonna have much more drag than this plane. So acceleration, really nothing too spectacular. Let's see, extreme overload. Can pull it a little bit. Yes, you can, 9 Gs. Flaps are no problem here as well. Can she hold her speed? We're still losing it. Check a little bit better. Ah, the flaps are now giving us the warning signal. We are still losing speed. Turn time doesn't seem spectacular, but it doesn't seem particularly bad either. That is all right. Okay. That works. That is good. The roll rate is alright. It's a big heavy bastard, but still rolling decently well. Can't complain about that. And we lost a lot of speed here. We're gonna... Oh, I did remove the flaps. That's good. That is good. Now, the funny thing is, in these test flights, you cannot make anything more difficult than these ME262. So they're easy targets when it comes to speed and stuff like that. Ooh. Fire, not instant destruction there, but here we go for the acceleration again. Put her into a little bit of a dive. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, doesn't it? Seems to be good in a dive when it comes to acceleration, better than in a straight line. Also a logical thing, I would say. Let's see how she does. Oh no, we're not gonna make that one. See if any of these guys want to take on a head-on. Ooh, we heftily missed that. That wasn't even close. Now let's pick up some speed until about 1,000 and see how far we can go into the vertical. And see what the climb rate and vertical energy retention looks like a little bit. Get an indication of that. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna have to wait a little bit. The acceleration is gonna slow down, of course, as we know. As you get closer to 1,000 on this plane, it's very noticeable, it seems. Everything is subject to change. Oh, we did lose the missiles now, so the acceleration seems to be a little bit better. Okay, good. Gonna take her into the vertical. See what she does. No afterburner on this plane, which is a little bit surprising. Maybe somebody can give me the historical idea about that. The information. Some people know so much about these planes. That is always awesome when I see how much people know. Much more than I, especially about jets, man. I mean, I did like the Starfighter. I did have a model of the Starfighter, but I way preferred the... it's a low stall speed, but when she does stall, she falls like a brick. No control yet. Come on. There is a little bit of control now. We have 300 kilometers an hour. We do have a bit of roll rate back. And let's go into dive. That wasn't perfect, by the way, in vertical energy retention. But of course, without any afterburner... Oh, that was a little bit low. My aim isn't there yet. No. No. Gonna work. I want to shoot at something. Come on. A hit. Shit. Oh, we crashed it. Oh no, wing overload. Extreme overload. Bloody hell. Okay, here we go. We do have missiles on this one. There is that. Okay, acceleration again. In a dive. Roll rate is alright in this configuration. I'm gonna bet it's gonna be much worse when you have those bomb loads, of course. Seems logical. 24 500-pound bombs, that is pretty awesome. The 9G it can take easily. That is good. Alright, let's take one more shot at this thing and let's call it a day. We get a little bit of an impression on this. Don't have the right glasses on. Like. Oh, negative G's, fuel starvation. And a lot of flares. That is a lot of flares, that is for sure. And that's a good thing. It looks like a beast, and I think this plane can probably take a shit ton of damage. There is probably no doubt about that. And with all those bombs, it's gonna be a force to reckon with. You do have your missiles. Whoa, tree. That was a harmless tree. Although I am red now because of the AA. Yeah, and the velocity on those 30s is quite nice as well. Can't say otherwise. Anyway guys, we have had a look at this Corsair, the A7. I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video, do leave me a comment, and if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel.